Okay, this is a video showing how to put your AVX controller into DFU/bootloader so you can update or reflash firmware. This is not an operation people should be doing, only in the most extreme cases. That said, you need to take your AVX controller, and there is a two-position jumper called DFU. You need to bridge that with a little paper clip or something, and then connect your device via USB. Make sure it's disconnected before you go bridging those jumpers. Disconnect it first. Then plug it back in once you've jumpered it, and you get the USB sound. Now notice here on the configuration tool, nothing shows up where it says HID device. If your computer is not properly configured or needs a driver update for the DFU mode or bootloader mode, you need to replace the driver with a utility called ZADIG, ZADIG. There'll be a link to the download for that program. Here I have the program ready to go. I'm going to say yes, and we'll move it over here. Now you'll be presented with the thing here, the GUI. First thing you're going to do is say list all devices. Second thing you're going to do is hit the drop down, and in the drop down you see this option, or see this device called STM32 bootloader. Select that. Then over here next to the green arrow, do not do anything until you do this. See the driver here where it says driver? Well, we're going to replace it with a better one that makes this thing work right. You see how I'm scanning through here? What you're going to want to take and select is this LIB USB-K version blah blah blah, version, what does it look like, 3.0.7.0. Do not do anything unless you see STM bootloader here and this right here in this box. Otherwise you'll screw up a driver for another device, and don't call on us for help. Hit the replace driver button. Now this is going to take a little while sometimes. Sometimes it happens fast. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. You'll need to hang in there because it's going to take, possibly on your PC, depending, a moment or more than one moment. We're in no control of that. So installation could take some time. We'll get another one that says it might be 5 minutes. It's not going to be 5 minutes, at least on this PC. This is not something you folks should be doing on a regular basis. Your devices should work, but in some strange sets of circumstances, you will want to replace or reflash your firmware on your AVX device. This does not apply to the older DSD electronics. Now we've got the dialog that driver was installed successfully. Say close. Now you see here where now we get the STM bootloader shows up in our configuration tool. I'm going to exit out of there because sometimes the program will hang. So exit out of that and restart it. And it should say up here March 20th, 2019. That's the most current version of the thing that we've released to the public. All right, now we're in STM bootloader. We're going to click the Advanced tab, and now we're going to flash. We're going to say choose. We'll go to the desktop here, and we're looking for the firmware. I'm going to put a link to the download for the firmware for this AVX36 full device with the analog access inputs. So that will be in the description. We're going to double click that, and we're going to say upgrade. Then we're going to wait. We're not going to do anything until we get the success message. See how we say upgrade finished? Now we're going to disconnect the device from USB. We're going to take our jumper out of the DFU. We're going to reconnect our USB, and now we have HID compliant DSD 36 button blah blah blah. Now the device has been flashed successfully, and there you go. So then you want to say set defaults and update, and then go about your business configuring the device as you choose to configure it. But from there, if you've gotten this far, that means your device now is operating successfully. And on that being said, thank you for choosing DSD Components.